Sainsbury's man has just come to like drop off our food shop, and he was like, because you're like a first time customer, we've got some Lego cards for you, which was very strange. I didn't really know what to think about that. At first I just took one, because there's 4 cards in each pack. And I was like, thanks. And he was like, no, you can have all of them. And I was just like, okay. And then he was like, you know, you can give them to your grandchildren. I was just like, God, do I look that old? Wow, that's rough. 3rd year is obviously taking its toll on me. Yeah, so that was weird. And now I'm going to unpack all the shopping, which is just all down here. So that'll be fun. But I'm excited to actually have food because I'm real hungry and we have literally nothing left in the house whatsoever. Usually when I'm really hungry, I will just have cereal, but we haven't even got any almond milk, so yeah. I've been doing uni reading and I am struggling, you guys. The struggle is real. I'm having to do poetry, which is just not my bag. I don't know, I wish I could be one of those cool people that's super into poetry, but it's just not happening. Oh, you can see me editing instead of doing my poetry reading. Yeah, it's just not my thing. I'm supposed to be reading some Elizabeth Barrett Browning and it just doesn't go in. It just doesn't compute, which is a shame because I'm finding the secondary reading really, really interesting. I just can't get my head around poetry. I can't wait to not have to do it ever again. Basically, I was planning on never doing it ever again anyway, and then I somehow got onto this module, which isn't a poetry module, it just has a lot of poetry on it. This is an annoying little piece of hair here, that's fun. Also, this is just a very negative little ramble. So I got ready this morning in like gym clothes, and I thought I'd go at like 11 maybe, 10, probably about 10, half 10. Because the gym will be way more quiet and I could come back in time for the Sainsbury's shop. And then I was like, oh wait, I ordered a load of books on Amazon and I need to be in to like get them. And I was like, oh well, I'll just wait till they come and then I'll go to the gym. And they still haven't come and it's 2 o'clock. So I know it isn't that late, but I kind of wanted to go to the gym before it was full of people going after work. I just want my books, you know? So I don't know where they are. And usually when Amazon deliver here, they've delivered at like midday. So I was kind of hoping it was going to be similar, but it doesn't look like it will be. I hope that they are going to come though, because I really need to get on with reading them because they're ones that I'm thinking about doing my dissertation on. So I could do with getting them quick, sharpish. Yeah. I really just don't want to go back to this poetry. I think I might even just give up on the poetry and just read the secondary reading, because there's no way I'm going to write my essay on it, like absolutely no way, so it's kind of just a waste of my time really. And then I can just get on with reading Libra again. I think that's the plan. I think that's what's going to happen. Also, I wanted to go and join Senate House Library. So Senate House Library, if you don't know, is a library in London, and it doesn't like belong to a specific university, but if you go to any of the University of London unis, so like King's College, UCL, LSE, whatever, Royal Holloway, you can use it, you can get like free membership for it, and I literally have never used it, and I just thought it might be a nice place to work, like to mix it up a little bit. So I was going to go and get a membership for one of those when I went to the gym, because the gym that I go to isn't that far from there. So yeah, I don't know if I will end up doing that or not. It depends when like my books come. I'm hoping they come soon and then I can go scurry off and leave the house, because I haven't even left the house today, and when I'm just in the flat I just feel a bit like stir crazy. I just need some fresh air. Not that London air is that fresh, but I just need something, like a change of scenery. Yeah, so I'd best get back to reading now. Just crack on, crack on. you guys. So I thought I'd do a little mini book haul and we can open it together. It's very exciting. I think there's 4 books in here. I'm pretty sure I ordered 5 altogether and then one of them came the other day. So yeah. Oh, okay. So like I said in my previous, I think it was yesterday's vlog. No, I think it was the day before. I think it was the first day of Vlogtober. I don't really know much about any of these books, except for one of them. So they're all a bit rogue. So I can't like necessarily recommend them. Obviously I wouldn't really recommend them without having read them anyway. But yeah, we'll see. I'll basically just read the blurb and we'll see how we go. So the first one is the one that I actually know about. So I saw the film of this. This is The Circle by Dave Eggers? Dave Eggers. This was a film with Tom Hanks and Emma Watson in it. It's currently on Netflix. And yes, it's kind of like a dystopian, I think it's set in the future at least, kind of book. I'll read the blurb. The Circle runs everything, all your internet activity in one easy, safe and visible place. No wonder it is now the world's most powerful and influential company. So when May Holland lands a job at its glittering California campus, she knows she's made it. But the more her ideals and ambitions become aligned with those of the Circle, the closer she comes to discovering a sinister truth at the heart of an organisation seeking to remake the world in its image. And then it's got a lot of reviews on the back saying how great it is. So that'll be interesting. I'm interested to see how different it is to the film and how much depth it goes into, because obviously in a film you've got to cut stuff down. So yes, that's the first one. The second one is Look at Me by Jennifer Egan. And I've never read anything by Jennifer Egan, even though I believe she won the Pulitzer Prize for her book Lagoons, A Visit from the Goon Squad, I think. I'm pretty sure she won a Pulitzer for that. And she's got another book. What was the other one? I can't remember. Anyway, this is about a girl who's been in a car crash. So, reconstructive facial surgery after a car crash so alters Manhattan model Charlotte Swinson that within the fashion world where one's looking as oneself, she is unrecognisable. Seeking a new image, Charlotte engages in an internet experiment that may both save and damn her. As her story eerily converges with that of a plain, unhappy teenager, another Charlotte, it raises tantalising questions about identity and reality in contemporary Western culture. You can probably tell what I'm thinking about doing my dissertation on from the blurbs of all these novels. And then the next two, so those two I'd heard the first one and the second one I knew the author. These two are literally, I've got absolutely no idea, they've just come up in like Google searches in the dark depths of the internet. So this is Super Sad True Love Story by, oh god, Gary Steingart. He says it's the best-selling author of Absurdistan, which I've never heard of. So in a very near future, a functionally illiterate America is about to collapse, but no one's told Lenny Abramov. He's still turning up to work at Post-Human Services, attempting to provide immortality for its super-rich clientele. He's also wooing the impossibly cute Eunice Park, just graduated with a major in images and a minor in assertiveness. When riots break out in New York and Chinese creditors look ready to foreclose on the whole country, Lenny must convince his fickle new love that in a time without standards or stability, there is still value in being a real human being. Wildly funny, lyrical and humane, written by a writer at the dazzling peak of his powers, Super Sad True Love Story is a deliciously dark elegy and a tale of America's coming years. And also not too long, I think it's like 330 pages, so I should be able to get through these quite quickly. These are obviously all contemporary authors. This one is Tai Pai by Tao Lin. And it's got a little quote from Bret Easton Ellis, which says, with Tai Pai, Tao Lin becomes the most interesting prose stylist of his generation, which is interesting because when I read Goodread reviews on this book, a lot of people compared him to Bret Easton Ellis. I think because there's a lot of drug use and hedonism and such. So it's interesting that he thinks that he's like the most interesting author of this generation. Because he's like himself. So it says, at some point, maybe 20 minutes after you've begun refreshing Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, Gmail, in a continuous cycle with an ongoing effectless humorless realisation that his day was over, he noticed with confusion, having thought it was AM, that it was 4:46 PM. And that's all it says. So that's quite vague. I have absolutely no idea what the actual plot line of this is going to be like. Although all of these do seem to be very plot heavy, which is interesting, because that doesn't tend to necessarily be my vibe, but we'll see how it goes. And this has a quote from, look, and also The Guardian's put, Lynn's writing is reminiscent of early Douglas Coupland or early Bret Easton Ellis. Oh, there's also something going on here that is more profoundly peculiar. Interesting. And then the New York Times says, genuinely funny, dispatches on what it is to be young and pushing against the world. So yeah, we'll see how I get on with those. Hopefully I find something that I want to write about, because time is ticking and I'm feeling the pressure a little bit to get stuff sorted for my dissertation, even though my uni's been really clear that it's very early days, so that's cool. I just thought I'd share those with you. I can't decide what I'm going to do, because I wanted to go to the gym and also go to Senate House Library, but I've also not done as much work as I was hoping to do today. So I feel like I should kind of do some work. I don't know. I feel like I should prioritise work and then go to the gym. Yeah, that's what I should do. I think if I can get through a couple of pieces of secondary reading for the poem I was doing, and then also get through, it needs to be 100 pages of Libra, then I might be able to go to the gym. Maybe. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I've just been editing the vlogs and realised that I didn't remember to say goodbye / sign off in any way whatsoever. So this is just to say thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow / today, because this is the next morning. Yeah, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!